In early August, New York City teachers gathered to protest the city's plans to reopen schools to limited in-person instruction this fall.
There's no teacher who wants to be working from home behind a computer all day while also having to provide for their own families in real time. No one wants that, but we don't want to come back to a place that's putting our lives at risk.
The teachers' union wasn't convinced enough protocols were in place to ensure a safe reopening. The union threatened to strike for the first time in more than 4 decades if in-person instruction wasn't delayed. That drew the ire of the city's mayor.
Any union leader who talks about doing something illegal should really think twice about what he's saying. We've been working in good faith with the unions for months. We're going to keep working with them, regardless of what they say, because we care more about kids and parents than these games.
In the end, de Blasio acquiesced. In-person instruction was delayed by a week and a half. After President Trump threatened to withhold funding for schools that don't reopen to in-person instruction, teachers' unions across the United States pushed back. Some threatened walkouts and legal action if schools didn't switch to remote instruction. Even in rural states like Vermont, that has one of the lowest infection rates in the country, some unions demanded schools stay closed until there's a vaccine.
When the pandemic first hit and schools were shut down, teachers largely had the support of parents who came to realize how difficult it is to be a teacher. But now some parents have expressed anger at the teachers' union, saying they are making unreasonable demands as a precondition to reopen schools.
In Chicago, the union demanded a moratorium on evictions and foreclosures, issues that aren't related to school safety. In California, unions pushed for an income tax hike to cover the school budget gap. Some unions also pushed to limit the time teachers spend teaching online from their homes because it could infringe upon their rights to privacy. Some parents have pushed back. In Michigan, parents rallied outside a school after it announced it was going remote only.
We feel, okay, this is going to be detrimental to our kids' mental health. They need sports, they need extracurricular.
The younger kids, the elementary kids, I feel like especially their brains are not ready yet, not developmentally ready to be behind a screen for so many hours.
Schools in areas with low infection rates have reopened successfully without major outbreaks of the virus. This has reinforced the view among some parents, as well as state and health officials, that schools in districts with low infection rates should reopen to in-person instruction, so long as they have proper safety protocols. Karina Huber, CGTN, New York.